bright and early on Saturday morning. And guess what? We're the only ones in the entire campground. We got the whole place to ourselves.
We can run in the woods naked.
We can do what? What can we do?
We can run in the woods naked.
Cool! Here's our setup. No hookups except for DirecTV dish. So it's time to clean the solar panels. So here's my 3 solar panels on the roof. You can see how dirty they are. So time to clean these panels. Okay, so now the 3 160 watt or 480 watt total up here on the roof and solar panels are clean, and the 120 watt on the ground is clean. So 600 watts going into the coach battery, or the battery bank rather. 600 watts going into the battery bank. Here's what my campground looks like from up here. We have the whole place to ourselves. There goes Maria. Nice campground. No hookups at all. No electric, no water, no sewer. Costs $16 a night. Unless you have the access pass, and then it's half price. That's what I pay. I pay $8 a night. But I do have a fire ring, barbecue grill, place to clean fish, picnic table. Well, let's go down and I'll show you the rest of my solar. This is how I like to run my Class A. Class A Winnebago, no hookups. Okay, so I showed you the solar panels. I'll show you my battery bank. I have 6 Trojan T105s, providing a battery bank of 675 amp hours. You can see my 120 watt portable is hooked up with alligator clips, positive and negative. Show you the rest of the system.
you brought that sausage.
So we come inside, and here's Maria. Hi, Maria. And the solar panels on the roof feed into the solar charge controller. We've been running all night, of course, on our batteries and the inverter. Woke up this morning. We had 12.2 volts, plenty of power to make coffee and watch TV and run a small 600 watt oil-filled heater. This is the control for the inverter. Works pretty much like the generator. When you want power, you just turn the darn thing on.
You bring our good night. Oh, here it is.
Back up for a minute. I want to show them Here's our 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverter. It's feeding all the power to the coach right now. Behind that grill is a 75 amp hour converter charger that came with the solar power system and replaced the old 45 amp hour parallax converter that came with the coach when it was new in 2004. It's a four stage converter charger and takes real good care of the battery bank. In this black box is the smart switch. Everything is connected in here. All sources of power, so the inverter, the generator, everything, and it makes the decision of where to get power from. And that switch feeds into the power panel. And there you have it. That's our solar power system.
It's in the fridge.
It's now 9:38, 37:38, and top panels are drawing 10.3 amps.
Smell good?
Battery bank's at 12.2. And we have we have 4 amps going into the battery bank from the 120 watt portable. Of course, the 120 watt portable is tilted towards the sun, so it's producing pretty good amps. Whereas that 480 watts on top of the roof is not tilted, and you saw that it was only putting in 7.5 amps. Here's my lovely wife of 23 years making breakfast. Let's see, we have, what do we have running on solar this morning? We have the TV, the converter box, the power inserter that puts power out for the dish antenna. Let's see, we're running the inverter, draws a little power. We're running some lights. We have the refrigerator on electric. And we're running a fan back there. You can see on the ground, on the floor. And we're running the fantastic fan. And I'll show you the refrigerator. It's on auto and the gas light's not on, it's running on electric.
Does this look yummy?
Yes. In all directions. Hubba hubba. Oh, it's about 10 a.m. drawing 13.7 amps from 13.87 amps from the solar panels on the roof, and we're at 12.4 volts. So we're not only powering everything in the coach that we're running, the refrigerator, TVs, all that stuff, we're also charging the batteries. So we're getting 13.8 amps from the solar panels on the roof, and from the 120 watt portable, we're getting 4.5. And so here it is at about 10:38. Panels on top are pulling in about 17 amps into the battery bank. Still using the same amount of power. All the stuff is, same stuff is still running. We have battery bank at 12.5 under load, 86%. Pulling 17 amps from the roof, and we're pulling about 5 amps from the 120 watt portable. So 22 amps going into the battery bank at about 10:30 in the morning. It's a little bit after 11 now. Still using the same power. Watching a DVD, started a second fan. Battery bank's at 12.5 volts, 86% charged, drawing 18.8 from up top and about 5 from outside, from the 120 volt. So, doing pretty good. So we're just finishing up watching a DVD. Yeah, it wasn't such a good DVD. Let's see how we're doing on power. Still running the fridge on electric, on solar. Everything is running on solar. Got 2 fans running, TV, the fridge, the overhead fan there, inverter box, power inserter, all that. And it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Pulling 22 amps from the 3 panels on top. Pulling same power out of the inverter. It's looking nice and battery bankish. 21 a meter. And see what we're getting here. We're getting steady 5 amps out of the 120 watt portable panels. Right there. So right now we're pulling a total of, and we're not even aimed at this really well, but right now we're pulling a total of 27 amps.
There's a fish right here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.